So we saw some basic text effects that you can create in Premiere Pro, but there's some really nice animated effects that you can create in After Effects. So usually you do all your editing here in Premiere Pro and some more complicated effects in After Effects. There is a dynamic link between the two programs. So here we have the seals and we have the pelicans. And now we're going to go over into After Effects and make a title. So I'm going to select these two edits and I'm going to right click and it says replace with After Effects composition. So I'm going to do that and it's going to immediately open up After Effects for me. And update later. Okay. And I'm going to save this to the desktop. In fact, I'm going to call it in Monterey, which is the same as my Premiere Pro project. And yes, I want to replace it. Okay, and so it opens up with my two clips. Here's my seals, and then there's my edited pelican. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go up to the text. So here's my type tool, and I'm going to click on the composition window, and I'm going to type in Monterey. Okay, and then I'm going to go use the select tool and sort of move that over here in place. Okay, and I'm going to open up my effects and presets and my animation presets. And I see here I have all sorts of different animation presets. I'm going to here open up text. So again, that's effects and presets, animation presets, and text. And I have all sorts of different folders that I could start looking at. First of all, I'm going to try an animation in. Because it's an opening animation, I want to be at the beginning of my timeline. And I see several here that might be interesting. How about fade up and flip? Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to drop it on my text. And notice my text comes in as its own layer. And it's its own color. It's a pink layer as opposed to the blue layers for clips. Okay, I'm going to play that animation. And that's kind of cute. Now, if I click on the text layer and hit the U key, U as in under, I could see the pre-made animation keyframes. Now, let's say if that was too slow, because by default it came in over 2 seconds. Let's say I just want it over 1 second. I could grab that second keyframe and move it over. Okay, so there I go. There's my quick animation. And right here, let's try an animate out. So I'm going to open up animate out. And let's see, fade out slow, random fly off. Let's just try that. So I'm here later in my timeline. I'm going to drag and drop it and now play it. And there it is. So again, I'm going to hit U. I'm going to hit U to close it and U again to open it. And I see that second keyframe, I want that to be faster as well. So here's the effect now. Okay. So now we're going to save this. So I'm going to say File, Save. Be sure to save it. And I have called it in Monterey. Okay, so let's get back to Premiere Pro. And we see here in Monterey linked. Okay, and let's play the effect. There we go, and here's the fly off. Let's say now we wanted to change that. Let's say I really want that fly off to be longer, take longer time. Okay, so I'm going to move that over here and I want it to start sooner. Okay, so now it's going to flip up and then immediately fly off slowly. Okay, I'm going to save that again. I don't have to re-import that into Premiere Pro. It immediately comes into Premiere Pro, and here's my new change that I just made. That's the Adobe Dynamic Link.